All right, guys, so yesterday we did the functions, right, on our study guide. We don't have the hints to remember yet because we will do that later on. Today, what you're going to be doing is making these little flaps, okay? And so what you're going to do is you're going to draw a picture of what this part of the cell looks like, and then you're going to glue or tape them to your study guide so that it flaps open, because then we're going to write the location underneath. So for example, the cell wall, how did I draw that? Well, I just drew kind of the outside of the cell and pointed to the cell wall. And then I might write something like underneath for the location. I didn't do it here, but I might write the cell wall is the outermost layer in plant cells. And I might write that underneath. So the endoplasmic reticulum. Notice I drew the nucleus because it's always like around the nucleus. So I drew the nucleus there, and then I just kind of made some arrows pointing to it. And so underneath I might write the endoplasmic reticulum is always around the nucleus, right? Ribosomes can either be kind of floating around the cytoplasm, or sometimes they're attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, right? So I'm going to write underneath the flap, I'm going to write where I can find these things in a cell, okay? So, and the other thing I just wanted to point out is I try to keep things like kind of the same color. So the cell membrane, I kind of drew like the whole cell and then pointed to the membrane, it's green. And the next one is cytoplasm. Well, cytoplasm is like that jelly that fills up the whole inside of the cell. And I made it yellow in this picture, so I also made it yellow in this picture. Mitochondria, I made it red. I also kind of made it red in this picture. So I tried to kind of keep my colors similar so that it helps me when I go to study. Okay, same thing here. We've got the nucleus. The nucleus has always got that ER around it, the endoplasmic reticulum. So I still drew it there. The nucleolus is that little spot inside the nucleus, right? But I colored them both orange because they're the same thing. So that helps me, okay? So you can do whatever colors you want, but this is what we're working on today. You should have done the functions yesterday. The hints to remember, we're not doing it. The hints to remember I'm going to give you tomorrow. That's kind of like a joke or a pun or whatever to get you to remember what the functions are, okay? If you are not doing this on paper and you're doing it on the computer, you're going to have to put the location somewhere else. So maybe like if you type this out, maybe the function's here and the location's like at the bottom. And then you're going to have to find a picture from like the internet if you're doing it online.